In this demo, we're going to run through activity 4.1, editing practice in the Labview for Everyone textbook. The first thing we're going to do is open the editing exercise VI, which is found in the Everyone Chapter 4 directory provided with the textbook. That's on the box. So we're going to switch to Labview, go File, Open, BME 193, Labview for Everyone user files, Chapter 4, editing exercise. Select that and open it. I'm going to go to full screen so we have a bit more room to work. The first thing we're asked to do is to reposition the digital control. I'm going to use my mouse to draw a box which will select that digital control. Now I can click on the digital control, and holding the mouse step button down, I can drag that digital control to the bottom of the page. Notice that the label comes along with the digital control. I can reposition the digital control label separately by deselecting by clicking on a blank area of the front panel and then clicking on the digital control label and then just dragging it by itself. The next thing that we're asked to do, part 4, is to delete the string control. I'm going to select that string control and then press the delete button, and it's gone. Now I'm going to duplicate the free label by holding down the Option key as I click on that free label and drag it. So there's a duplicate of the free label. I can change the properties of the text in that free label by highlighting the text in that free label by clicking as many times as is needed to select all of the text. Then I can use the text settings ring to make any changes that I want. So for example, I'm going to change the font size to 14. You see it's immediately changed the font to a larger size. I'm going to change the style to bold. And I'm going to change the color to red. So we'll change the color to red. So I've been able to adjust the properties of the text in that duplicated label. We're also asked to do something similar for the y-axis of the waveform graph. I can click on just one of those numbers in the y-axis, select it. You know that it's selected because the surrounding color of the number has changed, in this case to blue. And once again, I'm going to use the text settings ring to change the size to 10 point and the style to italic, and the color is going to be changed to this purplish color. Yeah, that's all done. Now we're going to contain an owned label for the digital indicator. See this digital indicator? Give the digital indicator above its own label. So I'm going to click on the digital indicator and select under the drop-down menu visible items label. So now there's a space for a label, and I can write in text for that, like label for digital control. That was part 8 of the exercise. Now I'm asked to resize the round LED. So I can move my mouse over to that LED, and then when the mouse is positioned such that its shape changes into a right angle, I can change its size now by clicking and dragging. I can now change the color of that LED by clicking on the control, selecting the control, right-clicking, and then select Properties. You see now I can change the color associated with on and the color associated with off. We're asked to change the on state to red and the off state to green. So I'm going to click on and I'm going to change that to green. And then off, I'm going to change to red and say OK. Now if we deselect the green LED and click on it, we can change it to on is red and off is green. Now we're going to place the 3 LED indicators so that they're aligned horizontally and evenly spaced. I'm going to click in an open area near those LEDs and I'm going to draw a rectangle such that all of those LEDs are selected. Now we go to the top toolbar and we will select the Align Objects toolbar. Click on that and we're going to align the vertical centers. So now they are aligned vertically. And we're also going to distribute the objects evenly horizontally. So this button would distribute them vertically, but we want horizontally distributed. So we will click the horizontal distribution for even distribution around the horizontal centers. And now you see the LEDs are evenly distributed horizontally. And that is now the run through for the editing exercise. The one thing that we didn't do was reposition the 3 slide switches above as a group. So I'll just finish off with that. I'm going to select those 3 switches and then drag them over to the side. Now we can save that edited document. And then the document will then be saved in its new form.